All right. So, as I said, I am in a program, and I will always say that force people to have disturbing thoughts, force people to experience disgusting, disturbing ways of thinking. These people do these things, but what they try to forget as they do these things to me and try to manipulate me to think in these disgusting ways, they try to block out the fact that I know what they truly do to other people. And as much as they want me to subscribe to this fantasy they keep putting together, the reality of what they're part of, the reality they're trying to block out, the war they're in, which consists of blocking out reality, which is being in a program that is literally torturing children in so many ways, torturing women in so disturbing in every way possible, using technology that is military grade. Now, these people want you to subscribe. They have people all around you, ecosystem of people saying all these things going to happen, using what's going to happen to you in regard of what they're going to set up to make you accept these manipulations. It's all psychological tormenting, and they're going to apply physical tormenting to make you accept these things. Now, I understand what they're doing. They know that I understand that. In the midst of me now trying to go back and forth, because I'm trying to concentrate, I'm trying to focus on what I'm doing, it's hard. Because what they do is try to bring back things, they manipulate, this manipulation of things they've done to me. They have created a loop of non-stop manipulation of things they've done to me. Then try to have some battles. Try to block out the reality of what I know these people do. They are trying to erase reality and come up with a fantasy. Now, regardless of what's going to happen to me, I'm not going to let them escape from this false reality they put together. The reality is this program is very disturbing, very pedophilia-centric. You have people contracted by the government that are supposed to make you accept these manipulations. They contracted, literally, that is their job, to make this target individual accept these manipulations. These people are very coward-like, but what they sign up for, they cannot erase. The war of trying to escape the reality, I'm not going to give that to them. That's why I make videos, because my brain is being just erased. They're just putting this new perception of reality, which they're gaslighting me to subscribe to. The technology is a sophisticated technology. The program is a program that's so sophisticated that it erases you as who you are and makes you somebody else. And they have people, which is another part of the tormenting, is hearing these losers, these childlike people even talking to you. You hear your coworkers, try to box in this thought, they manipulate themselves. I understand. This is obvious psychological manipulations. I understand. You box in thoughts that you're implanted in my head. You box in perception that you implant in my head. And so they try to make it, we caught you having these thoughts. No, you didn't caught anybody. You literally implanted that thought, and they're like, we got it. They have no shame, and they try to sell that like as if I'm not understanding what this is happening. Well, what's happening? What they're doing right now, as I'm trying to focus, is bringing up the layers of torments they've made me experience. This one thing, I think I've talked about it before, and I think I should call it layers, because I've said that word many times, and I can see my people I work with saying layers properly, because I know they are watching me. We're all under the same understanding that I know that they are perps. They know that I'm a target individual, and they know that I know they're perps and supposed to make me subscribe to these things. And they keep saying layers, because I use that word in regard of the layers of how they torture me and torment me psychologically. What they were doing not too long ago is, on top of bringing up what they've made me experience, these disgusting ways, they would add layers where, but on top of that, you're like looking up and down and some disturbing things like that, right? Which is what they try to add to it. I talked about it a while ago. It's called layers. For example, this is the embarrassing part. The first time I had a meeting with TI, there's something happened. That was still disgusting. I was just new to the TI world. I was like, okay, let me go into these meetups and meet people. The first time I get on these calls I'm new to this. I'm learning about the horrible things, that this thing is not just happening to me, but it's happening to so many others. So I'm like, okay, I'm um, I'm gonna meet other people who are going through the same thing I'm going through. First time, I'm excited. It's like finally I'm gonna meet people just like me. This is something via Skype. So I get on camera. I'm talking, like I'm not talking about. I'm seeing everybody else coming in, and one of the person who's quote unquote a TI, I see they bring in a little girl in, and the little girl comes in. I'm on camera. Black little girl, by the way. So you understand the nastiness is gonna be another level. They come in and she's there and just like sitting there and whatever, and she's just sitting whatever. I'm there on camera. I'm disturbed. I'm like, I gotta be strong. I don't want to, something bad is happening. They give him disturbing stimulation. It's disgusting. I'm trying to like maintain my cool. I'm doing my best, but it's disturbing me so bad, right? That's what really happened at the time. But I can see it. It's like you're on Skype. You can see the screen, and the kid is just there getting comfortable and just whatever. I can see the kid completely. She's sitting on the bed. They're like, oh, but this is what really happened is disgusting stimulations that they were forcing me to have. What they're adding to this memory now is they're like, oh no, on top of that, but you're looking up and down. I was like, no, I was trying to keep my cool. I was of course looking at the screen, trying to be normal, but I was really dying off. It was disturbing me big time. Just struggling to stay and just keep looking and just keep being normal. Because the reality is like, this is disgusting. I'm getting so much disturbing stimulations. It's disturbing. But they're like adding a layer. It's like, no, you're looking up and down. Disgusting. And they brought this new version of the torment I was already getting. When in reality, I was just seeing this kid. She is. They're like, oh no, you look. And they try to make me imagine her, like me looking at her private. Oh. Sorry if I get a little too emotional when I talk about it. It's just so disgusting. But it's hard for me to maintain a calm way to explain what's happening because it's disturbing. But they've brought this new version of an initial disturbing thing that I experienced because of them. Now adding new version. Oh, you look at. Now they have these things where they want me to subscribe to this. Can you imagine? First of all, they're the one making me feel these disturbing things. Second, they want to add more to it. They're like, oh, you're looking up, looking at this kid up and down. I'm sorry, it's disgusting. This is a kid that's like maybe 6 years old, max. And they're like, oh, when in reality, I'm on camera. I'm trying to play it off like I'm okay, like I can be okay, but I'm not. I'm being stimulated, disturbing, and I'm trying to maintain. I'm trying my best. The kid is just whatever, doing whatever, sitting on the bed. I'm like looking at the camera. I'm looking at the screen. I'm like, I can see the kid there. And they're like, no, but you were looking up and down. And they're like, did you look down and up? I was like, no, I'm looking at the screen. Whatever's on the screen, I was looking at. And this kid was there. And they tried to create something where they're like, these new versions of the already disturbing moments that they've created. And this is all in my head that they manipulate in these ways. When in reality, this kid was on screen. Looking at the screen, you can see this kid sitting down and whatever. And now they'll try to add to what I was experiencing, which was disgusting because what they were forcing me to experience. And now try to add some layers of more disturbing things to create this BS. And you hear these bottom feeders who are contracted to make me subscribe to these things. Oh, liar. It's you. It's like BS stories. Try to find ways to do disturbing things. They have been, that's the layers of additions to what was already tormenting but because of what they do. The addition of the torments, of the nasty things they were doing to me, and they're still doing to me. Because now what they've done even more to the pedophilia type of torment, sometimes they make me look at kids in a sexual way. This is something they've added more. Before it was just a stimulation, now they even literally try to make my eyes just look like the way I would look at a woman. Try to do that to children. This is what they've added to the more nasty, to this torment. They've added layers on that nature where now they've tried to force me to look at kids in this in such a foul way. But I understand. They try to add to the current torments. But this moment was before they were doing that extra to the torment, when I was just getting disturbing stimulations. It was just so disgusting. But you just try to maintain. Now, what they try to do to make me subscribe to it is like, oh, wait for it, they're going to do this and that's, like, because they want you to identify with these things. If I was me normally, and it was like, I don't care. Now they try to make me imagine, like, she's just getting comfortable. They try to make me look at the private area. It's disturbing, but I gotta try to maintain my cool and at least be able to express what they try to do or what you try to make me subscribe to. It's all meant to break you down. These moments when I interact with the camera is the only time I can speak about it, because I'll never get the chance to talk about it to anybody else. This is the way for me to vent in what's happening in my brain because of this trash. And by the way, going into what happened after that first day, my first day talking with these other TIs, some of them were perps, and I started telling my story, telling what's happening. This person got off on camera, turned off the camera, because when I started talking about what was happening to me, it was so obvious that what's happening to me is so commonly happening to others. So now they try to just bring that moment with the addition of what they've added in regard of like, when in reality I was just like looking and try to maintain, be cool, just whatever's on screen, I can see. But these people are trying to say, like, and they try to make me zoom into like a private. So nasty. And they try to go into a loop of other things they try to manipulate in different fashion to try to create this false reality. It's nasty. It's disgusting. But they want you to accept these things. This is why I have this moment where I talk to the camera, because there will be no other person I can talk to like this, and I need to express what is happening to me, and I'm not subscribing to it, right? I'm not subscribing to it. I know it's what they manipulate me. They do this every time. They try to find ways to have disturbing perception of children. And you gotta be strong. Gaslighting is to try to, I forgot the terminology, but it's really a method that perps use to make you accept and question your perceptions, your memories, the reality. I'm here to bring this back to reality. You have to be strong. Find a way to vent, because these things is what they do 24/7. I have perps that are contracted day in and day out to try to get you to accept these nasty things. They are literally assigned to that. They try to call it their war. No, they just probably get some kind of financial support or something. They must be, because you can't do this just for free and not get some financial aspect of it. But it is literally their assignment to do this, to try to make me subscribe to that. And they have other there's going to be more and more and more stuff they're going to continue to bring up. I'm using this moment to express myself and vent in regard of what's happening to me. This is the stuff they do. They try to do the same thing over and over. What did we do to this person before? Okay, let's add to this. Oh, on top of the stimulation he was getting at the time, let's just make him think that he looked at this person this way. Try to make me imagine this. They were doing that for a while, like early last year or so. And then now what's happening is everything they've manipulated, all the things they just like bombard me with their this disturbing things they made me experience. And you hear people telling me how I'm going to be raped and tortured. Whatever's going to happen to me, I just got to be strong, because it's going to be the theater. These people's job were to manipulate me, to see things in this way, to perceive things in this way, and even manipulate the memories of moments that were already being tormented by them. You see the level of layering? Go back into a moment where I'm already being tormented by these people, right? But adding an extra layer of torment, but making me think about it, and make me think of about that moment. But plus add this extra where you're looking at this kid like, and then try to make noise campaign, making aggressive noises, slamming something, doing something, slamming and then looking at you. I'm like, I'm not subscribing. You guys are forcing me to look at this way. On top of that, the real time you made me feel disgusting stimulation. It was such a hard way. It was such a struggle to maintain calmness when I was on camera, and this person was bringing that baby, that kid, and for me, they were doing these disgusting stimulations. Disgusting. Even now, right now, talking about it, they try to bring back these disgusting things they were making me think, or even adding more to it. So to all my target individual, these people their sole job is to break you down, psychologically, physically, any other way possible. You have to be strong. We all have a day of ending here. These people, at least for me, the people I've seen, a lot of them are very fragile. You can see them, and it's like you would take a second to be mentally broken down. Me, I am strong because I've been validated by others that have made me strong, because seeing how these people, especially women, have given me the strength to understand that they have been doing this pedophilia type of tormenting. They have these disgusting ways of manipulating your perceptions. They can force you to experience disturbing things, and it's very pedophilia centric. And they have people around you who are trying to get you to accept this manipulation. It's called gaslighting. And that is what they're supposed to be doing. They're assigned to be doing this. And then they try to vilify you in different other ways. I was listening to something that's like, oh, remember you went, and you just gotta remember, these are the same people who try to gaslight you into a false memory, into a manipulated version of what happened, into stimulations that you were forced to experience, because this technology can make you experience things that are so disturbing. So whatever's gonna happen, I understand. I was put in this program by my old employer. Now that I'm in this program, these people who do the same thing to women and children are going to do whatever they can to break you down. Whatever's going to happen is because of that. Now, I'm saying before I'm not able to say anything, this is what I'd rather do. And to this trash that have been contracted to this, they're going to get theirs. It's, you cannot live that life and not expect things to come back to you. I know right now they have the utmost confidence of what's going to happen to me, because they should. I'm a civilian. The government is running this show. They're just contracted. What they don't have confidence on is what's going to happen to them, which is good for them. I wish they continue to do this thing for the rest of their life. So to all you target individuals watching my videos, I know there's a few of you, a lot of the people watching my videos are actually perps. I hope that my videos help you. Stay strong. And use your voice in this fashion if you need to. Because you see what they're trying to do to me? Can you imagine being isolated and having to deal with this thing and not be able to vocalize it and internalize everything? They manipulate you. Stay strong and understand that that there'll be a day where these people who are involved in this quote-unquote gods will get theirs properly. Justice will be done for when they were playing gods. So stay strong and know that the justice will be done for what you've been going through. And do not subscribe to what they try to make you subscribe to.